Good morning. I'm not sure what time it is, but I would like to say good morning. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have seen the title of this, Change the Way You Look at Yourself or View Yourself, and you can change your world. You can change the world. You really can. So, with that being said, um, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. You know, a lot of people, um, they don't have too big of an opinion of themselves. You know, they beat themselves down. They do. They say that I can't do this, I can't do that, or they even speak down about how they look. Okay, they don't like the way they look. Okay, they don't. They may not like the person on the inside of them. They may not. But you know what I have found out? I was sitting here listening to the birds. I was sitting here listening to the birds, and it's been raining out here. But I like to reflect. And, you know, we've got a lot going on in our world. And it's easy for a person to feel down in the dumps. It is. It's easy for a person to feel down in the dumps and think, well, there's no hope. There's no sense in me changing because look at this world. Nothing. I'm not going to be able to succeed. I'm not going to be able to turn my life around. My life is like going down into a downward spiral. There is something you can do. Okay, you can. You can change the way you look at yourself, not just on the outside, but on the inside, most importantly. Okay, you can cross over, move that boundary out of the way because you're putting boundaries in front of yourself is what you're doing. When you don't think too good about yourself, when you just look around, because that affects how you view the world. How you view yourself is how you're going to view the world. If you're not happy with yourself, it's going to be kind of hard to be happy with, good morning. It's going to be really hard to be happy with other things that are going on and other people in the world. It truly does. It starts on the inside of here. So I would encourage you not to think of yourself in a bad way because that is very possible. I've seen people do it. I've been around people who do that. They beat themselves down. They don't need nobody else to beat them down. They beat themselves down. And I think a lot of that stems from years in the past, from the past and all of that. Good morning. Yeah, that's very difficult for people when you have a past that literally beat you down, or you had people in your life that beat you down and spoke ill of you. Sometimes when you grow up, if you hear that as a child, when you grow up, you kind of think that within your being, unless something happens in your life, unless you come to a crossroads in your life that literally you have a choice to make. Do I want to continue down this road? Do I want to continue down this road, or do I want to take that other road? Do I want to just boom, just move all the way away from that? You can take that other road. You don't have to continue on the same road that you're on that causes you to think bad of yourself, okay? Because when you do that, you're going to look around and there's not going to be any hope. Excuse me, there's not going to be any hope in the world as long as you're thinking bad of yourself. And this video may not be for everybody. I got to get me a drink of this coffee right here, so I'm just going to turn this around. I am. I'm going to put this back to me. Yeah, there's a lot of people, and it doesn't matter. You can be young, you can be middle age, you can be old. Um, we have that holding over us. We have that barrier that is holding us down. We really do. And you say, well, Gina, well, how can you overcome that? When the world is like it is and it doesn't look like things are getting better, you can start on the inside of here. You can take control of how you view things. You don't have to let that circumstances keep you down and hold you down. You don't have to do that. Okay, there are changes that we all can make. We can start inside of here, okay? It all starts inside of here. It really does. And It literally takes love to change the world around and to change you. It takes love on the inside of here. You may say, well, there's no love in me. Yes, there is. There's love in you. There is a light within you, okay? You say, well, I don't see it. I think my lights went out. No, your light has not went out. Your light is still there. It may be a small flicker, but it's still there. I promise you, if you had it once, it's still there inside of you. It didn't go nowhere. Okay, there is hope. There's hope for you. There's hope for me. There's hope for everyone. There really is. It's on the inside of us. Even though the world could be crumbling all around us, we don't have to crumble with it. We don't. We can stand bold. We can stand strong. We can persevere through the hardships. We can make the best of our situations. We can do that. We don't have to beat ourselves down. We don't have to let life beat us down either. We don't have to. We don't have to let other people beat us down. We don't have to be. We don't have to do any of that. Okay, we don't. And I think a lot of people. This video, I'm just going to tell you this. This is what I feel I need to speak about, because I've been sitting there, just like in listening to the birds and meditating, just like in my own space with nature. Yeah. We hold ourselves back in life. We do. We hold ourselves back. You know, there may be things that you want to do, but you are the one who is standing in the way. You're standing in your own way because you're already telling yourself, I can't do this. I can't do this. Who said you can't? I'm going to tell you who said you can't. You told yourself that you can't do this. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to tell yourself that you can't do stuff? You need to stop that. If you want your life to turn around, it starts on the inside of here. Okay, it does. Just because things are going on, you say, well, I used to like to go out and, I used to like to go out and hike. I used to like to go and do things, but I can't now because we've got all these lockdowns. Who said you can't? We're not locked down so much that we can't go out and enjoy our life. Okay, you can still do those things. If you had to make if you have to adapt just a tad bit, you can do that without sacrificing your morals. Okay, you can do that without sacrificing your morals. Okay, I would encourage you to live. I would encourage you, if you have things you want to do, do it. Don't tell yourself I can't. Okay, because you've heard that all your life. Probably some of you've heard the phrase can't, never, could do anything. And you know, it is true. When you tell yourself you can't, you literally stop yourself right in your tracks. You stop yourself right in your tracks. And if you have children or you have friends and that's all you say all the time, well, they might start thinking, well, I can't do anything either. Or your children, well, I can't. They may give up. Why do you want to give up on life? Why do you? You don't got to give up. You don't have to give up. I see the comments. Thank you for commenting, but I'm not going to read them. I'm going to try to focus on what I'm doing. I am, you all. Yeah, don't give up. And don't think bad of yourself. Don't put those barriers up for yourself. You don't have to do that. There's a lot going on in the world that would literally stop you in your tracks. And, you know, it's different for each person. Your circumstance is different than someone else's circumstance, your situation. But what isn't different is that spirit on the inside of you. We all have that spirit. We all have that light. If you have the light, you know what I'm talking about. We have that strength within us to persevere beyond the boundaries that we put up for ourselves. Okay, we do. And you don't want to do that to others either. You don't want to tell people you can't, because you know what you're going to do? You're automatically going to, it's like encouraging them to give up. Why do you want to do that to somebody? Just because you can't do something, or you don't want to do something, or you've already beaten yourself down, you should not go tell other people that they can't either. Okay, because what if they had some hope and they had some determination within them? What if they have that? And then you're coming along beside them, and then you just literally, you squash their hope. You squash it completely down. Don't do that. That's wrong. Okay? It takes all of us encouraging one another. It really does. And it starts on the inside of here. Okay? And you may say, well, I don't really think too much about myself, but I really think a lot about other people. I admire what other people, I encourage other people. That's wonderful. Hopefully you can take your own advice. Okay, hopefully you can take your own advice and encourage yourself. It's internal. It really is. When you take that effort, make that effort to encourage yourself on the inside, to tell yourself on the inside, yes, I can do this. No, I'm not what I say that I am. Okay, because your words will really, you will speak life to your own self, or you will speak death to your own self, because our words have the power of life and death. Our words can change our circumstances and change how we view the world. Okay, our words are like seeds planted inside of us or inside of other people. All right, your words have the power of life and death, even to yourself. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into others. Encourage yourself. Encourage others. Um, it's all true, you all. It really is. And you may not like the way you look. You may say, well, Gina, since all this has been going on, I've gained a lot of weight and I'm just so depressed and well, you know what? Get out of that depression. You can change your eating habits. You can change your eating habits. You don't have to eat a bunch of chips and junk food and stuff like that. You can have some. You can start eating smaller quantities. You can change some of the types of foods you eat. If you have to, even like, now being serious, if you want to lose weight, you don't have to have some fancy weight management. You can open up some canned vegetables, eat some canned vegetables, so you can make your own diet. You really can. You can do simple things, okay? Just because you say, well, I can't get on this weight program or whatever, you can look up calories in food and carbs in foods. You can do it yourself. You don't need a lot of money to do that. You could probably lose weight with the food you have in your house. And you can get up off that couch too, or out of that bed, and you can start moving around, because the more you move, the more you'll be able to move. But the longer you sit or lay in that bed, sit in that chair, lay in that bed, sit on that couch, lay on that couch, the less you're going to be able to move your joints. Yeah, you've got to exercise your body too. Love yourself enough, okay? It starts on the inside of here. You may say, well, I'm not capable of love. Yes, you are. You're fully capable of love. Or you wouldn't be listening to me right now. I wouldn't be telling you that you were fully capable of loving yourself and loving others. You're fully capable, okay? Yeah, don't do that to yourself. Okay, love yourself enough to do something about how you're viewing your life, okay? Speak life into yourself. You can. You may say, Gina, Jesus is the only one that can bring life into myself. Well, you know what? He's got love. God is love. Uh, Creation was created with love, okay? The source of all is love, okay? And I think that love is inside of each and every one of us, okay? Love builds up. It doesn't tear down, okay? It builds up. If you've got that love, you can start building on the inside of you. I promise you. You can start building on the inside of you. And as you do, others around you and your life will start building. It will. It'll start building in the spiritual realm. You'll see things start to manifest. Now, you may say, well, I want so much better, whatever. Maybe what you want is not what you need at this time in your life. Maybe you need to get what you need first before you get all of your wants, okay? I've been there, I've done that in my life, thinking I needed something or thinking I wanted something. But you know what? When you want things that aren't really going to help you, and you continue to want them and you get them, well, you get everything that comes with what you wanted. And sometimes that's not good. The majority of the time, it's best to take care of your needs, get what you need, and then everything else will follow. It will, you all. And you need to heal on the inside, okay? We need to get ourselves right on the inside spiritually. We need to fix ourselves on the inside. We need to do that, you all. We really do. So I think I'm just about done. I think I've said all that I am supposed to say. And like I said, this video is not for everyone. It isn't. But I would encourage you, change the way you view yourself. Love yourself enough to care for yourself and do for yourself. Okay? It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. I tune out the world. I tune out all the negative. if at all possible, and it is possible to tune out the majority of the negative that's going on in this world. And, you know, I tune it out. I don't got time for that. I don't. If I focused on all the negative that's going on in the world and I brung all that negative energy into me, I wouldn't be on here encouraging you. I would not. No, I wouldn't. I'd be too depressed. I'd be very depressed. And I wouldn't want to do anything. I just want to sulk in my depression thinking, well, look at the world. It's gone to pot. The world is horrible. My life is, yes. If you view the world as horrible, you're going to soon viewing as your own life is horrible. Get the negative out of the way. Don't focus on any of it. Right here. Do that for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your friends. Okay, you're worth so much more. You really are. You're worth loving. You got that love. That love can build on the inside of you, and it can literally overflow into your life. Yes, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. And if you've stayed through this whole video, thank you so much for listening to me. And I hope that these words sink deep within you. If you needed to hear this, I hope it literally sinks deep within you and plants a seed. I hope if your light was dim, I hope your light gets brighter. And if you felt like your little love bank on the inside was little, I hope your love bank overflows with love. And it manifests into your life to where you're literally changed from the inside out. And when that happens, I hope and pray that it just literally flows all throughout your life. Your life starts to change all around you because of that love on the inside of you. Yes. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please give this video a thumbs up. Love you all, and yeah, all of that. Yeah. I don't pay attention to, if you're talking about this, whatever, Kim Troy, I don't pay attention to anything that you're reading. I don't. I mean, not your comment. Your comments matter, but the things that you focus on in life, I don't focus on those things. I literally have just said, I tune out everything like that. I have to. I create a bubble around me. So I'm not going to be focusing on, I'm not even going to speak life to those things, those negative things. I can be aware that those things exist. I can be aware, but that's not going to be my focus in life, you know. It's not. I love people, and I would encourage, if I have any gift within me, it is a gift of encouragement. It is the gift of love. Okay, that's what I've got, the gift of love. And I would encourage you, okay, don't give up on life. Don't do any of that. Yeah, don't focus on that negative. Push it away. You'll find out if you close those doors to those negative areas that are going on, if you sit there and focus, if you close those doors, saying, you know what, I've had enough. That's all I'm thinking about. Close the doors. Close the doors. You got a whole world in front of you. There's a world around you. We've got nature all around us. We do. We got friends. We got family members. We got so much going on in this life. And when we focus on the good that's going on in this world, guess what's going to happen? That good. And that good is literally going to grow. It really is. It's going to grow. The love is going to flow in. The peace is going to flow in. You may not be able to do that for everyone, but you can do it for yourself. You can. You can make yourself a better person. You can make this world a better place. You absolutely can. Big hugs to all of you all, too. Yeah. Don't focus on it. When I tell you that I tune out all that negative, I tune it out. There was a time in my life when I would read things, and it would literally cause anxiety, not too much, but a little bit of anxiety within me. It would plant fear within me. Fear, anxiety, and I was apprehensive for doing anything. I thought, what's the use? What's the use? The world's going to fall apart. The economy's going to collapse. The rapture's going to come. So you know what? There was a time in my life, and I'm telling you the truth, I would try to put off doing things because I had embedded within me that all these things were going to happen. And guess what? I don't think like that no more. I literally have closed those doors. I tune them out. I don't listen to them. And you know, here I am We're in 2021. None of those things happened. Not a single one of those things happened. The fear, the gloom, the doom, none of it happened. None of it. Okay, it didn't happen. Okay, once you realize what's being done, once you realize that there's a lot of things that are said that are not going to happen. They're not going to happen, at least in the time frame that those people say they are. You're going to be a lot happier. You're going to be a lot happier. Um, like when we got out of the military, we moved here. We were planting fruit trees and stuff, and then I started reading some of this news. Okay, the economy's going to collapse. We're going to go into a depression. World War III is going to break out. There's people who have lived their whole entire life. The rapture is going to come, and they're given timestamps, dates. And then guess what? Those dates come, nothing happened. Okay, so they move the date up. That date comes, nothing happens. So they move the date up. It's same thing with the disclosure. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Or 3 days of darkness, 10 days of darkness, and then they keep moving the dates, moving the dates, moving the dates. All these predictions, all of these prophecies that these people are having out. You got me going now. All these prophecies that you're listening to, all these predictions from psychics, or anything else like that. Let me tell you something. When you see those dates that they have told you something's going to happen, when you see those dates that are coming, and when they come and they promise you something's going to happen and then nothing happens, that should be your first warning. Okay, and then when they say, well, it's going to happen now, when you see that date come and then that date passes and nothing happens, that's your second warning. Okay, and when you see them making another date, another prediction, another prophecy, and that comes and that passes and nothing happens, that's your third warning. You'd think by the third time that you would have enough sense within you to say, okay, I'm being played. Okay, that's what I'm telling. And I'm sorry that whatever, but that's the cold facts. I stopped listening to that, you all. I stopped listening to that because, it gets you wound up. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. And when you're listening to people, platforms, anything like that, and they keep changing the dates on you, saying this and that's going to happen, and they keep changing it, or oh well, it's really something totally different, and they keep twisting the words, twisting it, adding new twists to it. No, stop it. We got this world. We got this great big world all around us. Okay, we do. A beautiful world. You could just go out, take a hike. Take a hike. Take a walk in nature. Spend time with your family. Okay? Start healing on the inside. Start making that decision to heal on the inside, to let that love push away every single bit of that. Let that love build that barrier up within you, that protective barrier within you. Love can do that. Love is the only thing that can do that. You may say, Gina, well, Jesus and God yes, they're pure love. Pure love. Love is the source of all things that is good. The source of all that is good. And if you've got that love within you, then you are from the source of all that is good. It's the light. It's light. Love's light that lights our way in this life. And it doesn't keep us in darkness. That's the good thing. The light within you will keep you in the light. It won't keep you in the darkness, focusing on the darkness. Okay, it will not. It will not keep you in the dark. You keep that light in there. That light will push out the dark. Okay, you won't be focusing on all of that. Okay, because you'll have that protective barrier within you. You will. Yeah. So with that being said, I probably will go. I try not to look at the comments, but that comment, no, it just brought back in my life when I would listen to what people said. I thought, well, they said this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Never did happen. Never did happen. Not to saying that it wouldn't, but I would say live in the moment. This is your time now. Live in the present. Live in the present. How can you enjoy your life in the present when you're too busy focusing on the future? How can you? You can't, because you're living in the future that has not even happened yet. All your focus is on the future that has not happened yet. Can you hear what I'm saying? When you're sitting there looking at the future, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, how can you enjoy the present moment? You can't. You cannot. It would take a very delicate, it'd be a very delicate balance. It really would be. You can be aware of what is being said. You can look around and you can be aware of what's going on, but don't read too much into it. Don't read into it what other people may be reading into it, because they may not be reading the right thing. Right here. Live in the present. Okay, I feel like I'm repeating myself, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Live in the present. It starts inside of here. Change the way you look at yourself. You will change your world around you. Okay, and that love inside of here is going to help you enormously. Okay, it is. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I love every single one of you. And please tune out all that negativeness, okay? And please start thinking more highly of yourself on the inside of here, okay? Let that love start to grow. Let your light start to shine. Have a wonderful rest of your day.